All right, so we asked you to write your North Star objective, and I figured it might be helpful if I put a quick video together about how to write a highly motivating one. And the best way I could come up with is to find some of the best examples. So why don't I start by showing you the first one. This first one here is a co-founder and a CEO of a company. And so let me read it to you, right? It says, I want to become the most effective co-founder for my company and a leader that people are excited to follow. This I want to achieve by focusing on massively freeing up my time through achieving full leverage. I'm excited about investing any freed up time into proactively managing my network to generate breakthrough opportunities, as well as deepening relationships with my team in a way that will empower them to be high-performing contributors to the company's success. So this is a fantastic North Star objective. I think would motivate you highly and probably get you really excited to actually achieve that particular goal, right? And that is exactly what we want with North Star objectives. It's something, that you really want to aspire to achieve. What we should do first is take a look at the elements of such a North Star objective, right? And there are really only two that matters. One is what we call the North Star goal statement. And that is exactly this element of being an effective co-founder and excited to get people to follow him and so on and so forth, right? So it's this goal that is lofty, that is admirable, and it should be very close to something that if you were to achieve it, you would say, hey, I'm very close, if not I reached my fullest potential. The second piece, the second element is what we call the North Star path statement. It's basically a foundation that supports the goal statement, right? It is what path we want to take to achieve that particular goal that we have. In this case, it was about focusing on leverage and getting time freed up through leverage. But you could see in this one, he had two more, right? It is one of getting breakthrough opportunities out of his network. And the last one is basically deepening relationships with people on his team. Okay, so that to me, this is a nice package. It's got the lofty goal and then a general sense of what is your path to getting there. And that to me is often extremely unique. The goals itself, you'll find one CEO to the other probably saying something similar, but we all have our own way in how we believe we can achieve that particular goal, and that is uniquely you. And we want to see that in your North Star objective. So why don't we go in and look at a few more examples. This is an example of somebody who's an executive at a firm, in this case, a VP of sales. He says, I want to triple my team's revenue growth within 18 months and be perceived in the industry as a highly impressive VP of sales. This I will achieve by consistently delivering high value experiences to every prospect from the first contact all the way through the purchase decision. See, the few things I want to say about this example. Number one, you could see that she went very specific by saying this goal of mine of reaching this is an 18 months goal, at least when it relates to the revenue aspect of it. And the other thing is she opted for just one path statement, right? In this case, the consistency and the high value experiences throughout the whole pipeline process of selling the product that she's charged to sell. So I think a very good one. Let's move on. I have one last example, and this example is for those people that are in traditional referral-based businesses, right? I picked a partner. It could be a partner of a venture capital firm, a VC. It could be a partner of a law firm, but it could also be just a single guy who's offering some form of service. This statement would be very close to what most people would write, I would argue, right? So let's read it real quick. I want to become one of the top 5 partners in my industry. Again, a very, very powerful goal statement, if you will, like very high up there, very, very full potential. Then it goes on, this I will achieve by focusing on, and then you see a few bullet points. It's perfectly fine to write things up in bullet points if that's how you want to describe the path that you have, and if it's something that you just like. In this case, it's leveraging my network to generate high quality deals. Number 2, adopting a system that ensures I follow through on 100% of my commitments. And last but not least, being perceived as one of the most valuable members of people's networks, of those people that are important relationships to me. So again, one thing that I could point out here is in one of the paths, he went very tactical, like a system, 100% commitments. This is, something almost measurable, which isn't necessarily needed in the North Star objective, but certainly, as we can see in this case, it doesn't hurt. So that's really it. That's all I wanted to give you. So good luck with writing it. We're looking forward to seeing what you will come up with.